wish I could have taken a shower before this, but I guess not. That'll have to happen after. I'm a smelly boy.
Are you gonna say welcome to the podcast soon?
No.
Because I want that to be the opener.
Well, guess what? Welcome to the podcast.
Yep, thought so.
Ryan, are you just gonna take over Bum with the amount of energy you have today?
Yeah, because he's
I
not
think Bum
here.
somehow like sapped my energy.
He's just a
Somehow.
vampire. He just has to look at you and he drains you.
Didn't even
Yeah.
work on today.
That's the point.
This is scary.
Usually that's what you think, but he can do it from a distance.
Bum's running circles now.
He just has to think of you, and you start to get drained.
So first things first, Bum is not here because he's, I don't know, he said his brain was not working today. He's like, alright.
Well, the text I saw for him was a little messed up. I don't know if that's his fault or the way the texting system worked or was working this morning, but...
The man
Yeah.
works an ungodly amount of hours.
Yeah.
Probably just wanted
Not
to sleep.
exactly by choice.
he just cracks every one day in a while. We all do.
Yeah. Tanner and Liam are both working.
Lazy snobs.
We're going to have to come up with a new
Tanner's
schedule.
understandable. He's a hard-working man, but fuck you, Liam.
We need a new
Fuck
schedule.
you.
I don't think I've been on a show with him.
Not yet.
I have
He
not
has
been on a
shown
show
up
with him.
the first episode, the E3 rundown, and never again.
And I
The fact that we changed the day we do the podcast.
To help him.
and
You know,
yet he still
and then
doesn't
his
show
schedule
up.
changed on him, and apparently he's working every day. It's like, you're being a motherfucker right now. I was like,
Tell work you want to work less so you can do the podcast.
make less money so you can be on this dumb podcast.
That makes no money. I'll pay you $5 for every podcast on. There's your deal.
Oh, man.
You want us to
Start
pay
this-
you to be on the podcast?
Yes.
I start this week flanked by Asians. Now, I'm in sort of the middle of the week, and I'm flanked by Austins.
I'm just talking about. I'm playing by 2 gingers right now.
Yeah.
My soul is gonna be gone by the end of this. Sorry to gingers out there.
It's true at this point, yeah. May as well roll with it. So yeah. I
Yeah,
got Austin.
we'll just sing you at the end of the
Yeah.
show.
So I got Austin, and I got Austin,
Hello.
and I got Ryan. I
You
was
and
so
Ryan?
tempted to say Ryan, to say Austin as well. Like, we're all Austin.
One of
You
us.
got Ryan?
One of us. One of us.
And now we live in
one of
Austin,
us.
Texas, and we shoot on in this the Austin building on Austin Street.
I swear, if those are real.
There's probably an Austin Street in Austin. Who are we kidding?
I almost kind of doubt that.
Yeah, we already have the city named.
Yeah. But wait, we have a Regina Avenue, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. that.
So it is possible.
We'll Google it after the
Like
show.
Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. Oh boy.
Well, if every city can have an Elm Street, why can't Austin have an Austin Street?
Yeah.
I swear.
Oh, are you looking it up right now?
Yes.
This needs to be confirmed. We need to know.
Holy shit, there's an Austin Street.
In Austin. You know, I could have just asked my friend Donovan because he lives in San Antonio, so guess not. But no, wait, he went to U of T, didn't he? No, wait, he went to Baylor. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
The
not
most-
actually in Austin.
It's not actually in
It's
Austin.
in Industry, Texas. That sucks.
Industry. Well, it's a suburb. I assume Industry is a suburb of Austin.
Probably. It better
So,
be.
if it's a part of the Austin Metroplex, then it counts. It counts because U.S. cities are weird and like they have like you have New York, but you know the boroughs there, and like
There's also New York, so.
yeah, the state, yeah. And then you have like Dallas, which is like You have Dallas. You have Irving. You have Flower Mound. You have Fort Worth. You have Arlington. Just all these small towns that just formed into this huge town.
That's gonna be where Regina is eventually.
Yeah, probably.
You're just gonna suck in Pilot Butte and White City and Balgonia and all that.
Probably. In like 50, 70 years.
Well, no, Pilot Butte's already been basically a
pretty
suburb.
much in, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways.
One of us. So, Austin, how's your week?
Pretty good, except for the heat wave, which continues to plague us this summer, or at least just me. Mostly did game, and I was able to get 4 platinums and then complete another game on the list. So I've done a lot of gaming, so I'm kind of been sitting back last couple days, because that's kind of warranted. I did a lot of hard tasks. Yeah, you try fighting Triptychon on hard in War for Cybertron. It's quite a challenge.
I don't know, man. Work is pretty challenging.
I don't know, I find it pretty easy right now.
Well, how long have you done it?
What?
How long
Oh no,
have you
his
done
first
it?
attack is insta-homing missiles.
Oh, God.
And when, like, 2 of them,
Magic.
one of them drains half your health. So it's just like, avoid. Oh, I'm not fast enough. Dang it, I died.
Rip.
And, yeah, basically every single one of those except for Far Cry 3 had, like, hard Oh, no, Heavy Rain didn't have a hard difficulty. I just had to replay the game so many times to see all 18 endings. Don't play it first? Yeah, okay. Just see all 18 endings.
Yeah, jeez.
You have no idea how good I am at completing the last playable Madison level with the
God.
fire. I can finish that in like 5 minutes now because I know where to go and I know the button sequences. You have no idea how many times I've had to replay that one part.
Yeah.
And the worst part is I can't skip the cutscenes because of David Cage's interactive movie.
It's all about the emotion.
It's all about the experience. We are making a movie here that you can control. I don't know, my friend sounded a little German there.
Yeah, it was like a mix of German.
We are making a movie on which you can control.
That's German.
If you do not know, I am totally French.
Well,
Yes,
wait, I think we can
Franz,
agree.
You are French.
I think we can all agree they're both European.
Yeah, they're not that far from each other. So,
Doing accents takes
anything
practice.
else? Anything else going on in the week?
Coming up in the week,
See any movies?
well, I'm planning to see Atomic Blonde Thursday. I'm like at the movies every week because I actually need to see a new movie every once in a while, or I will die. It's like medical.
You
It's
signed
like
a contract.
I can get you a doctor's note. If I do not see a new movie every once in a while, I will die. And if there's no new movie playing in the theater, I have to dig up like an old one that I've never seen. Like, oh, I hear that movie's good. Okay, I'll watch it.
How great would that be if you get a prescription for like free movies? So like
You don't die.
new movies. So every time you get a free movie, so every time there's a new movie coming out, you have to
Sir,
go see it
if
for
you
free.
refuse me to see this movie, I will die.
God.
Galaxy doesn't. Care.
Whoa. Okay, chill. We'll get you the movie.
Galaxy doesn't care. They'd be like, nah, go ahead. Just enough people come to us every
That's
day.
about it. That's about it.
Yeah, I plan to see movies. I might finally pick up Resident Evil 7 this week because it's finally at like a good price. I just need to check out one location to see if one place is cheaper than the other.
Yeah.
But the DLC is also currently on sale on PlayStation, so it's good price. DLC's on sale. I think it's about time. It's been like 6 months I've been waiting. I didn't buy it at first because I wanted to hear how, like, whether it was good or bad, and like if it was bad, I'd pick it up like way later when it was like a good price. If it was good, I'd wait till it is a decent price. It seems to be a decent price now, and with the DLC on sale, I figure now's the time. I've waited long enough. I've been wanting to play Resident Evil for a while. Actually, Code Veronica is also on sale on PlayStation 4.
I still need to know what was it the PS Plus? What's free this month? I didn't
Until
check.
Dawn and
so-
Telltale's Game of Thrones.
Okay, so I already own Until Dawn, and I have no interest in Game of Thrones. So,
Yeah, as a Game of Thrones fan, even I found it a little boring.
yeah, no interest. guess that was a week.
But if it's free, I say in case you ever wanted to someday.
I feel like it. I need the
Well, even
hard,
if- yeah,
I need
like,
the hard drive space for
On
something I
PlayStation
want.
3, even with all the Vita games, even if I don't have a Vita, I just get them anyways, download them, then cancel the downloads. They're still in my list.
Well,
In case I ever get a Vita one day, then I buy a Vita and I have like 50 games I can start playing right away.
I guess with my week, recorded a Cold Ones on Sunday night with a bum and a friend of the podcast who's probably listening to this right now, Ty. Hi, Ty.
He says hello.
We're live streaming this? What the hell?
No. I'm just saying, you'll get to this part and be like, oh.
I was not told we were. I need to be notified if a change like that is made. Recorded is fine. Live stream, oh, that's a whole nother level.
Yeah, that's a whole other beast. I was originally going to see Dunkirk, but a friend of ours, Chris, kind of had to back out because he was sick, and I was like, I don't really feel like going to the movies alone. Yeah. But I still have plans to see Dunkirk in Edmonton. It will be, I'm looking forward to it. I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's good.
And I haven't really been doing much outside of work. Like, I get home and I'm too tired to do anything, really. And, I just haven't been playing anything recently. Though I think by the end of the week I'm probably going to go back to Bravely. I still got a deal to hold up. And, keep watching My Hero Academia and see if there's any other anime coming out this season that is worth watching.
Still very angry that I have to wait till 2018 to watch the rest of Castlevania.
Well, at least we'll be getting 8 episodes then.
Yeah, but at the same time...
Have they confirmed it will be 8 episodes and not another 4?
Warren Ellis himself said, like, yeah, we're going to be making 8 episodes.
If it was another 4, I would be pissed.
Yeah, it's like 4 a year. I'm like, no, in fact, the first one should have been 8 and then another 8.
You know what?
Or at the very least, it should have been on a
couldn't do-
half-year mark. We get 4 now, we get 4 in winter, and then we get another 4 next summer.
Yeah.
You know what? I couldn't have done 4. I couldn't have done 8 at all. Like, I think that would have been too long for the start, because like I can't really get into long series.
Well, I guess for the start.
As much. Like for 4 episodes, it's solid all the way through.
Oh yeah, really solid.
And like I think if they did 8 to start off, I don't think it would have held up.
Well, I mean, 4 episodes.
Oh, no, I was kind of ticked that it was just like halfway through. I'm just like, well, it's ending there. I have to wait a whole year for the rest of it. Come on.
We don't know if it's going to be a whole year. We could be coming out in spring.
Yeah, true. HBO did say Game of Thrones wouldn't be out until winter this year, and here we got it in summer. It might be out earlier for all we know.
Yeah,
came early.
you never know.
Winter was coming. Now it came. Early.
Yeah,
But,
came in summer.
no, I feel like they packed like a crap ton into
Like,
those episodes. Though.
For
The first
20-minute episodes, I felt like there was a lot.
Especially for
There was a lot
especially
there.
the first episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
there was a
yeah, the
ton in
first
that
episode.
First episode.
Yeah.
You're just like, I was shocked that I was like, wait, it's over? First episode's done already? I felt like I watched like a 50-minute episode of something. It was like, what?
But at the same
What?
time,
I didn't feel
It-
50 minutes, but I felt like...
It felt a lot longer. And it was just like, yeah, here's all this exposition and backstory on what's going to be happening. And there's our boy Trevor Belmont.
and they
Also,
did-
I think Trevor Belmont's my favorite Belmont.
Even more so than Simon.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, because Simon's the only one who has a game named after him.
But like for the reason I
And the
thought,
only one that made it into Captain N, but let's not speak of that.
But the reason I thought like especially the first episode was done so well is like they put so much information into a 20-minute episode, and when you think of like putting a lot of stuff into one little thing, you're like, oh no, it's gonna get too jam-packed, you can't really follow it. But it was so smooth. It was so smooth from
From like, here is the motive of the big bad.
Yeah,
and
like
here's the introduction of our character. Further introduction in the second episode.
yeah, like showing it and not doing like a text thing, just saying Dracula is angry at people because they burned his wife.
Burned his wife at a stake. It's like,
Yeah, if it like only like with a text scroll thing, I'm glad they showed it.
like I think that's like textbook how you set up your show if you have
Show,
exactly-
don't tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes that doesn't work, but for the most part, it usually does.
In this case, it worked.
If you have
well.
strong visuals, show, don't tell.
Yeah. Also, that intro is incredible.
It's
Well,
alright.
I really like that intro. Also,
I only saw it once because I had like the Netflix play feature, so I'd
Yeah.
usually skip it.
yeah,
I thought it was
I only
okay.
saw it once too, but I was like, man, this is just really nice. Also, how was your week, Austin?
Well,
The second.
as someone that's been back to work for a while, my body's more accustomed, so I'm actually able to do stuff besides go home and want to die.
Also, I've been going to bed at like 10 o'clock, so
Yeah, that's still not. It's nothing when I go to bed at midnight, 1 o'clock.
You got any tissues?
yeah.
Continue.
But in terms of my week, I haven't really done a whole lot. Like, I'll be doing a lot more later on in the week, but right now it's, from the start of the week, it's been really slow. I've actually been doing a lot more gaming than I thought I was going to. This past week, I rebeat Dishonored 2. It's amazing how actually easy that game is on a second playthrough.
Yeah, that's still. I have the game that's still on my future plays. I tried playing it before when I had a bunch of other stuff because I got it during like a really good sale
Yeah.
after 12 gig update. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I got other stuff I can do at the moment. I'm saving this for a while. It's on my radar. I love the first one.
For me, it just expanded on everything I loved about the first one. It made it a lot better. But besides that, rebeat that. Trying to get through Bloodborne now. Trying.
Yeah, you die and you have to sit through like a 1 minute load screen.
Yeah, 1 minute load screen and go back and it's like everything,
Just like-
everything I accomplished.
Oh god.
Yeah, you know what? It takes so long. You know what? People think it's a bad feature. They actually did it on purpose so that when you die, it gives you enough time to reflect on your mistakes.
It's like,
Just like-
I should have
You see the title?
that time. Should've
Bloodborne.
earlier.
What have I done? I
Yeah.
knew I should have. That was not smart.
Not the right move.
I'm
Not
such
the
an
right move.
idiot.
Yeah.
A doofus.
Besides that, what's the show I'm getting back into? Oh yeah, I started watching Sherlock again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know why, but something about that show just...
Well, the 4th season was just added to Netflix, was it not? Not too long ago.
Yeah, the 4th season's actually not terrible. First episode I didn't like that much, but after that it got...
I didn't like the whole idea of giving like Sherlock a sister. I'm pretty sure. I think I remember looking it up, and pretty sure he did not have one in like the original novels. I'm like, that sounds like a TV twist.
Oh yeah.
Well, also, you need to evolve on these characters at points, because like you can only retell the same stories so much.
Until it gets like, alright.
Until it's like, yeah, well,
It's like the Spider-Man.
well, at least with
Like the
Spider-Man,
origin stories.
he has that's why Homecoming was such a breath of fresh air, because it was like
They just skipped over it.
Like-
Just like he's already Spider-Man.
it's like he already Uncle
And I'm
Uncle
like-
Ben's
Ben's
dead in the fucking ground right now. He should stay there for a while.
He hasn't been cast yet, so.
Yeah.
They can't cast him until they recast Spider-Man.
Until they make that mistake again.
Then there's gonna... Yeah, oh...
I saw a GIF set of Tom Holland doing flips, and I was like, damn, that kid's acrobatic as hell.
He's like a dancer and
Yeah,
everything.
he does like gymnastics. So kid does his own stunts.
Spider-Man. He's an actual Spider-Man.
Which is usually so easy for the masked ones because you don't need to see the actor's face.
Exactly. than that was your week.
My week's pretty.
Speaking of superheroes, which leads into comic books, which leads us to our
Comic-Con. And there's a bunch of news, and the one I want to start off with is...
Because we have a lot. Do you have a list of stuff? Or?
Well, I just kind of went to a podcast that like does all this, and they got the important bits. The most important news.
Now we're copying.
Out of
we're not
all
being
the,
original. We're copying.
Out of all of Comic-Con news, the biggest news of them all, the biggest one, Todd McFarlane is writing and directing a Spawn movie with the company that was behind Get Out.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's not the biggest news, but it's like it's news. It's big news to my heart because I love Spawn. Spawn's great.
He still might be an injustice.
Yeah, I kind of hope so because I really like Spawn. But like, I think this is kind of right move.
Did you see the original movie?
How you don't do this to me?
Sorry, dude. You set yourself up for
I
that.
was about to comment on the original one.
So
You set yourself up. It would have been a sin for me not to take it.
So the studio behind it is going to be Blumhouse Productions, who are behind Get Out, Paranormal Activity, The Purge, and Split.
So at least they're good.
Why did you have to say those other two? Split was
Split
was okay, but it's just a setup for the Shyamalan crossover he's planning. Get Out, interesting.
Get Out's good.
Good. Paranormal Activities
Hit or
and
miss with
Purge.
I think the first
I'm not
going to
get.
The second
I'm not
one's
going to
really
get. I'm not
good.
going to get into
I like
them.
the second one.
I'm not going to get into
Paranormal
them.
Activity or Purge?
Paranormal Activity.
Oh yeah.
I think the second one might be the best out of all of them.
Yeah, and then they went into like 3, and then 4.
Wasn't
Yeah.
3 a
Four was the
prequel?
worst.
Wasn't 3
Four was
a
the worst because
prequel?
they just bring out guns at that point and start shooting ghosts. It's fucking
1 second.
stupid.
Oh yeah, 4. No.
4 just got too dumb.
But at least they're working with some.
At least they're not like the new Saw movie where they have laser traps.
So also interesting
That looks
side note
interesting.
is that
Sorry, it looks interesting to me.
Laser traps?
No, not the laser traps. It's the new Saw movie. Looked
It looks interesting. I'm just saying the last shot where it shows like a guy's head trapped in something, and there's just like lasers pointing in his head, and it's just like,
great.
are those
Jigsaw's
gonna
getting
cut him?
creative.
Are those gonna cut
Like,
him? Or are those a sensor? Like, can he like not move his head into one of them?
That'd be kind of cool.
I think it might be a sensor.
It better be a sensor
guess
because
we
if
That would be
because-
cooler than just it's just a laser.
because they've pulled a lot of extension of disbelief moments in the Saw franchise. But
How
in
much
real
goes
life,
on.
we do not have lasers that can cut. At least to public knowledge, lasers powerful enough to cut yet. So there's no way Jigsaw should have them.
So interesting side note is that McFarlane made the announcement alongside Kevin Smith. So
Maybe Kevin Smith's involved.
maybe.
Which is good because it's always good to have someone that enjoys comic books working on a comic book movie because then you have someone that's a fan of it adding their
Yeah, like
insight to it.
Yeah, I should always have a fan's opinion when adapting something.
yeah, other than that, that's looking pretty neat. I'm hoping I want this Spawn movie to be at least decent. At least decent.
Look at it this way. Look at it this way. It has to be better than the last one.
Yeah.
Although it could also be a lot worse.
I don't know if that's possible. The first one really sucked.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Thinking back to the Dr. Claw voiced Muppet thing, whose lips didn't even move. It had that permanent on his face. The only thing I'll get that film is the makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get into the big boys. Marvel.
Yeah, where do we begin?
I think.
Also, is Fox separate with the Marvel properties, or is this all Marvel? Like, is this Marvel as an MCU, or is it Marvel in general?
I'm looking at Marvel in general.
Alright.
More or less. But, we got that, a new Thor trailer.
Yeah, we got a new
Hulk is talking.
Yeah, he's
Finally.
talking now.
Hulk is finally talking.
Sentences. He's talking sentences.
Listen, he had a lot of alone time while he was in space.
I didn't know Quinjet could travel that far.
Yeah, that's like he just jumped into those jets and it's just like,
I hope
okay, bye.
they spend at least 1 minute.
Just like, okay, how did you get?
Okay,
here?
well, here, let me say this before we
up
get into
Planet
time.
Hulk a little.
Before we get into like setting up like how much time, it was just announced today Thor 3 is going to be the shortest of all the Marvel films, clocking in an hour and 40 minutes.
Really?
It's not even getting 2 hours.
Holy moly.
So before you get into like time
That's
of how
almost-
much time they spend on stuff, they have to fit in Grandmaster, the Hulk fight, Hela's stuff, Surtur, who was revealed in the trailer. They have to fit all of that in an hour and 40 minutes.
I'm gonna say, I don't mind them actually doing a smaller runtime because
Like we're watching these movies and it's like some of them just almost feel like they're dragging on.
If they did an Avengers movie like an hour and 40 minutes, that wouldn't fly. That
Yeah,
needs to be
you
like
have to.
that needs to be like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half.
But it was actually kind of funny because when what's his face? Mark
Maybe it's
Ruffalo-
because it's Thor and Hulk together, who arguably the weakest of Marvel's MCU characters. The Thor and Hulk movies tend to be.
Well,
Yeah.
Thor is
semi-successful.
The original Thor
Thor 1 was
one of the.
it had strong points, but on overall compared to the rest of it was rather weak.
And we don't talk about Dark World unless we have to.
Yeah,
That
It
much.
had moments.
because well, then again, you got to think of the original Thor. Thor came up right after.
I'm
Iron
glad
Man.
the way they adapted him. Thor is probably going to be one of the most difficult characters to adapt, and I like the way they were able to do it.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth does a pretty good job.
Marvel by far is the best when it comes to casting characters that make it look like, for example, with Iron Man, when they casted Robert Downey Jr., that was an awesome casting. When they casted Chris Evans as
Captain America, yeah.
that was a really good casting.
I wanted Benedict Cumberbatch to be Doctor Strange months before he was announced. Like, when they were thinking, I was just like, I was thinking Benedict Cumberbatch would be great as Doctor Strange. 6 months later, no joke, I'm serious on this, I thought it'd be a good idea, and then 6 months later, they officially announced. Actually, I don't know if it was 6 months, but quite a bit later, after I had that thought saying I want that to happen, they come out and said Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange, and I'm like, yes, yes.
Is like Benedict Cumberbatch was the perfect choice for Doctor Strange. Like, in my mind, Marvel hasn't really gone wrong with anyone they've cast. Like when they casted Black Panther.
I would have to think on that because they've had a lot of characters in the MCU.
Chadwick Boseman.
We have a lot of stuff to cover, so I'm not going to think about it at the moment. But if you gave me like time to like think out all the castings, I might come up with someone where they might have got it wrong. But for the most part, they're pretty good with casting.
Yeah.
If not the best when it comes to casting.
But it was kind of interesting when Mark Ruffalo was talking. And they're saying that it's going to be almost... It's him doing a panel or something.
Yeah, there's no chance of a solo Hulk movie.
Yeah, because Universal and movie rights and stuff. I saw this funny meme. It's just
Universal doesn't want to get money.
Yeah, I saw this funny meme. It was they said that because Universal and stuff, there won't be a solo Hulk film. Someone put Kevin Feige's head on Doctor Strange and showed the scene. I've come to bargain from his movie. It's just like, Universal, I've come to bargain. I'm like, okay, that's funny.
So I'm wondering if Planet Hulk fits into that.
They can't do Planet Hulk. That's why they fit it in Thor 3.
That's why
they can't do it separately.
I was super fucking happy when I saw the Ragnarok trailer, and it's like Hulk is just decked out in like gladiator gear. Like, they're doing Planet Hulk.
Yeah,
they're doing Planet Hulk.
They can't do Planet Hulk as their own movie, so they're shoehorning it in with Thor 3.
Like,
well, you know what? This is the best shoehorn I've ever seen. I'm happy.
Which I do not like.
Because I bet if they did have the rights to do the movie,
I'm sure we would have done a Planet Hulk by now.
Proper Planet Hulk movie.
If it'd probably be coming out this year.
Yeah, probably.
We'd probably begin Planet Hulk this year, and then next year... Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe they would push Avengers back a little while.
I feel like Planet Hulk would be like... It's like, alright...
They plan these in advance. Sorry.
I feel like Planet Hulk would be like a breath of fresh air. It's like, all right, we got all these movies where it's explaining a lot and all
It's
that.
a lot of
Let's
espionage.
just give you a smashing action Hulk movie.
Just violence for an hour 40 minutes.
Which would be awesome. But Thor Ragnarok, every trailer I see, it looks so great, and I'm just hoping that, as much as I hate waiting, as much as I'm pretty sure some fans do, hate waiting till the end of every Marvel movie, just because you don't know how many end scenes there are.
It got us good with
Yeah.
Homecoming. that was great.
That was funny. It irritates
That was
me, but
great.
that was funny.
But I just hope that they do at least somewhat of a good end credit scene, because isn't Thor Ragnarok going to be one of the last movies that sets up Infinity War?
Yeah.
It will after
will.
it's
Because Black Panther's
Black Panther's in February,
Panther-
and then it's Infinity War.
because Black Panther is going to be like kind of a bridge to Infinity War, I think. Kind of.
They still have to
Or
introduce
it
the
will
last
mostly
Infinity Stone.
explain Black Panther's backstory.
They still have to introduce the last Infinity Stone.
Yeah, so that actually might go through that.
It's either going to be in Thor, Black Panther, or they're just going to put it in the first Infinity War.
Yeah. How
One of these
Thanos
three
gets the
films will
last
feature
one.
the last. One of these three films will feature the last Infinity Stone.
Like, it might just be that Thanos shows up with it. Hopefully
You know,
it's not
I
how
bet-
it works, but it might.
like they were talking about how Infinity War is going to kind of start. It's like Thor crashes into the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thanos
Yeah.
already had one Infinity Stone,
Like,
and then he
that-
gave it to
Probably-
Loki and his staff. It's like you had an
That was
Infinity
smart.
Stone and you gave it away.
Which was,
he likes a challenge.
yeah, no. I think Thor Ragnarok is going to be a really good movie. Marvel, to me, they have a few hit and misses, but
I think they're going in the right direction.
Recently, I think the last arguably bad Marvel movie was Thor 3 back in 2013.
Yeah.
Ever since then, all the films have been like hit, 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 hit. Before that, there was like hit and misses.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah. That was
To me,
good.
it's not...
Yeah,
Okay,
I thought-
a little. I still liked it, but I
feel-
can see that a little
You
bit.
know what it was? It felt like they fouled out in like a basketball game.
Yeah.
They fouled out.
Like, to me, you had the first Avengers movie, which...
Can't really compare because
Yeah.
of all the stuff
That was
it
such an event.
Yeah, it wasn't just a great movie, it was also an event too.
But then you had, like, Age of Ultron, it's like, alright, now you're shooting... You hit the target on the first one, and now you're shooting at this point.
You're throwing whatever is at the wall.
You didn't get a bullseye this time.
And then...
You still hit the target. you just
Joss
didn't get a
Whedon
bullseye.
kind of went into his Josh Whedon isms.
Yeah.
It's his fault that Black Widow and Hulk are like being shipped right now.
He's like,
I'm like, that is
no,
so out of place. And what
no.
happened to Betty? Betty was in the first movie and then she's out of the universe.
well, so is Edward Norton. So
Yeah, but the character he
to this
played.
day, I still wonder what would have it been like if Edward Norton stuck with
Probably
Hulk?
not that good. I can't imagine Hulk really being anyone
Yeah,
other
like,
than Mark Ruffalo
just
at the
kinda
moment.
fits it, but like, yeah.
Mark Ruffalo's perfect. Another great cast, and I wonder why they messed it up the first time.
I thought Edward Norton was actually a good Hulk.
He was a good Hulk,
Compared to yeah, but when you compare to like Eric Bana, there's like no comparison.
but like the reason I think they recast, the reason I think it was really good that they recasted it was because like, all right,
Well, they also
you
had
have
difficulties
that-
with him.
Yeah.
you
It
have
was
that
money.
version, and then there's like, hey, we're doing all this stuff. Let's reinvent the Hulk,
Yeah.
kind of, because he and Edward Norton do share a few characteristics that are similar.
Characteristics and yeah, but like Ruffalo kind of fits that
Yeah.
look of Hulk and Bruce Banner. Yeah, that's and we got a few like art stuff of Infinity War with Chris Evans sporting a big beard.
I saw a fan edit.
And
They
you know
put,
what? I'm happy. I
Yeah,
like that.
he's Nomad now because
Yeah.
he gave up Captain America title at Civil War. I saw someone do a fan edit, put like an eye patch over him. He looks
Yeah.
just like Big Boss.
Oh my! Yeah, I saw a photo of it, and it's just like someone just made him look
I'm
like
just
a
like,
snake.
hey, it's Big
Like-
Boss.
Yeah, I showed you that. Someone made a photo of him. It actually, to me,
It looks pretty good.
And Black Widow's got blonde hair now.
yeah.
At first, I thought it was white, just because it was on like the poster card and someone took a picture of it because of lighting and stuff. I'm just like, why the heck does Black Widow have white hair? But then I'm looking at it again, just like, oh wait, it might be blonde. It might just be the lighting.
Yeah, like
Which is weird because
had
I know the
different
second
hair
Black
every
Widow.
movie.
I know the second. Well, yeah, that's what me and my brother joke about. We can tell which movie it is just by looking at Black Widow. This one makes it even more
is it
easier.
Iron Man 2?
I'm
She
just
has like curly hair.
like curls. Captain
Avengers,
America 2, it's just long.
It's just long. Avengers, it was short, and Avengers 2, it was also short. wasn't
It was short but curly.
yeah, short and curly.
And then Civil War is basically almost the same, but like a little brighter and like a little bit longer, but not too long.
And now it's blonde.
Which is weird, because I know the second Black Widow is blonde, but that's an entirely different character.
Well, it might be just a
Like,
a
are they paying
reference to
homage, or did she just decide to change for the day?
I'm pretty sure at least, once again, they might spend a minute explaining why your hair's that.
It's like, I like the hair. Like, thanks.
Well, I don't know, they didn't explain the rest of her changes.
It makes sense, okay? To someone, it makes sense.
Yeah, but anyways. And we also got, like, posters for, like,
All
every other Marvel thing they're doing
Yeah.
until Phase 4. Like, we know nothing about Phase 4, but we know everything for the rest of Phase 3 at the moment.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still looking forward to Captain Marvel.
Yes,
Yeah.
Captain Marvel looks really interesting. Skrulls, set in the 90s. Fury before he loses his
I think
eye.
Brie Larson's probably the best choice.
Oh yeah,
for,
when I heard that she was
Captain
playing Captain
Marvel.
Marvel, I'm like, good choice.
Good choice.
Again,
Good choice.
good Marvel cast. And I'm just interested to see because, like Captain America, it'll take place before everything else.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because if the Skrulls are there, are we possibly going to get a secret invasion storyline in the future? Are any of the
think
current
they're setting up
Avengers?
Secret Invasion.
Are any of the current Avengers or any current characters in the Marvel? Because Hydra,
You know,
Shield
you
was
can-
Hydra was in Shield for many
You
years.
can kill a couple of characters in like Infinity War and be like, oh wait, there were Skrulls. That's one thing that I've wanted is that
I didn't know.
want them
I didn't
to-
know if Marvel had the rights to the Skrulls or if Fox had them for Fantastic Four.
But what I want them to do in Infinity War is to establish Thanos as like a legitimate threat in like Tony being Tony is like, oh, you ain't shit or something, and just gets his head punched off. Just kill Iron Man. Just
Well, Thanos
right there.
Thanos does punch Iron Man full suit armor. I got to see the leaked trailer before it was taken down from many of the sites. So
Like-
you get to see Thanos punch Iron Man across the battlefield.
Yeah, I think they need to kill a couple characters to establish.
Oh yeah,
Thanos.
people are definitely going to
People
die.
are gonna die.
Well, that'll, like...
Just a
that'll-
matter of who. Like I think we can say Hawkeye's
Because
probably
then,
going to die.
you can be like, oh wait, they were Skrulls, and then Secret Invasion.
Hawkeye. My brother keeps saying Hawkeye is probably the most
Hawkeye
likely.
might bite it.
Hawkeye.
He's got the
might-
family and everything. He might bite the bullet.
They're saying that...
Quicksilver took his bullet and so he
He's
was,
due for it now.
yeah, he's like, there's no Quicksilver to save you this time.
To me, there's like... Alright, so you made Quicksilver in the X-Men franchise. Basically, he slows time when he's running. And then you made this Quicksilver.
They couldn't be the exact
Drop the
same.
bullet.
They couldn't do the exact same thing.
I like how it should have ended just did it in the little thing. He's just moving them out of the way while the song's playing.
I do prefer how they did Quicksilver in X-Men though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's more like
For
Quicksilver.
some reason, when I was looking at Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, I was just like, for some reason the effect looks so cheap.
I
It
think
just
maybe they
didn't-
would have
He
originally.
didn't look fast.
I think maybe they would have originally planned to go the Fox route, but because
But
both
because
Fox
Fox
and
did
Marvel
it.
owned it, and they were both planning to include Quicksilver,
Like,
because Marvel owns Quicksilver because he is an Avenger.
Yeah.
That's how they have his rights. Fox owns Quicksilver because he's a mutant.
He's
So they're fighting over them. He's just like a poor guy, like just being trying ripped apart between the two, and they had to come up with like a compromise to use them both. Marvel got their version out via the Winter Soldier Easter egg before Quicksilver made his debut in the film, and then a year later he made like his big debut.
And he died.
Then he died.
Then
Yes.
he dies.
Ultron kills him.
I do know that what's his name?
Aaron
They're
Burr.
saying that it is probably going to be Chris Evans, one of Chris Evans' last.
Yeah, he's not signed on.
I kind of want him to be in a Marvel movie till 21, just so I can say I've seen him play this character for 10 years straight. Because if you look back, every single year he's appeared, even if it's just a cameo, at least once a year. So I'm like, I kind of want to make him to 21 just to say I've seen him for like 10 years of stuff. But if his time is up, then his time is up.
Time's probably gonna be.
I'm just saying it would have been really cool
You
if
can
I
make
could
Bucky Captain America.
That's what
That's
I guess.
Or they're gonna make Falcon,
Yeah. They might go
which is
down that.
probably the way
guess.
they're going.
That's
to
probably
skew
what's gonna
more.
happen.
I
Yeah.
guess. Not a big fan on that, but yeah, he's run his course. I guess they could do that.
Well, sometimes you need to move on. And speaking of moving on,
As long as they don't make
let's
Miles
move on
Morales
to
Spider-Man.
another trailer, Stranger Things. Season
Ooh,
2,
yes, Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
Which starts off with
Levin's live.
yeah, it's fucking like, what in the world is going on?
What's that big spider-like creature
What is
thingy?
going on?
You know what? They show all this awesome stuff, and yet we don't know
We
what
don't know
any
a
of it
thing.
means. Not until the show comes out. I'm gonna rewatch the first season before the second one comes
Oh,
out
yeah.
because it's short in like 8 episodes, and because I really love like
Also,
the
I swear
horror
they
and
shot
80s
this like
elements.
immediately after the first season because the kids
actors
look like they
don't-
haven't grown
Yeah.
at all, and
Which is
kids
good.
grow fast.
Yeah, which is really good to see. But like, I'm very excited for it.
Well, what? Yeah.
I want to know what the fuck's going on.
What is going on in Hawkins? It's the big question.
What the fuck is coming?
What the? Just
It's
such a what the fuck trailer.
We
and
can't
don't
really
know
even
anything.
we can't even
We
really
can't even
give
comment.
it comment or just we all we
Like,
can say is go watch it yourself.
Go watch the trailer.
Go watch the trailer. Go watch the first season. If you haven't watched,
the first season, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Man.
change this.
Turn us
Turn-
off and watch Stranger Things.
Pause this. Don't turn it off. Pause this. And go watch Stranger Things, and we'll be here.
Wait,
because you paused us.
Alright, so we'll pause. Okay, welcome back. What'd you think? It was great? It was great.
It was
we
awesome.
know it was
awesome.
great. We know you liked it.
In fact,
I know you like it.
We went and watched it too. We just
Yeah.
paused, recorded our stream, went and watched all 8 episodes, and came back and resumed.
Exactly.
I still don't know what the fuck's going on.
What the fuck is going on?
But it was awesome.
But yeah, like, I'm looking forward to this. Because I think Stranger Things was the big hit of last
Stranger
year.
Hits? What the hell are we on?
We're watching.
It's just a guy
boxing.
punching another guy in a bunch of strange ways. Somehow his fist has come out.
It's like
of
his Fight
someone else.
Club, and I made this joke earlier this week, but fuck you. Is when fucking
that's
Edward
what he's
Norton
supposed to say to
punches Brad Pitt in the ear. It's like, fuck. You punched me in the ear!
Who does that?
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to Stranger Things too.
Yeah, I can't wait. And it comes out around October, which I feel is perfect for its horror
Of course
elements.
they're doing that.
Then more.
Also, the
news.
kids are dressing up as Ghostbusters for Halloween.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
It looks like we're going to get a lot of extended footage of the new Ghostbusters of these kids as the Ghostbusters.
It's gotta be better than the remake.
Yeah, I'll stand by that movie, honestly.
I'm not gonna stand.
I'll stand by the movie,
y'all
not
can-
the Ghostbusters in it. Not the characters.
I'm sorry. To me, like it wasn't the cast.
Let's drop that.
It's
Let's just drop.
it's
That's
very
a hot topic.
It was
I don't
more
feel like getting
controversial
into it.
in 2016. It was the most controversial topic in 2016, even more so than the presidential election.
just
So
wanna-
we're not touching over 10
I
I
post
just want to
don't
say.
know
I
about
just want
that.
to say it wasn't the casting that made me not like it. I just did not like the movie. I didn't think it needs to be rebooted.
It did not need
Well,
to
yeah,
be
it's
rebooted.
like you could say that about a lot of reboots.
Every
This day and
single
age.
one, basically.
Almost.
With
like-
the exception of the Apes movies. Those were pretty good.
What?
Yeah, those AP movies are alright. But getting into some more news, Walking Dead, the final season,
The game or the TV show?
the game.
Good, because I'm
Telltale
like,
series.
wait, I'm pretty sure the TV show,
TV show
will still probably keep
going.
The game, I'm feeling split on this, because one, I'm glad they're like ending it while they can still like leave it on a high note. Like sometimes the player, it can't really go on forever. They want to get like onto other stuff, but this is like the flagship series. The Walking Dead is what made Telltale what it is today.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I'm like, on one hand, I'm like glad that like the ending, like things shouldn't go on forever unless you can make it go on forever. Like keep it good consistently, but that's not always a guarantee. Season 2. On the other hand, I am gonna miss it a little bit. Me and my brother have a bunch of time. I play through it. My brother like watches, and we always like comment and like have fun and like. Basically, we enjoy the games, good or bad. The thing that made season 2 bearable was me and Mason were able to like make fun of every single thing that happened.
That's where like season 2, I really did not.
Yeah, like
it.
the point where
it made me hate Telltale for a while.
Yeah, me too a little bit. Like the point where like you just like reunite with this character and you're about to go into this place and you just discovered like you're being chased by people with flashlights in the forest and just like, no, the bad people, we have people after us, and then they just go in, no, I am a logical person trying to put my logic and rationality into this game. Everyone is going to die and it's not my fault. And yeah, you know what? I don't know whether I should edit that out if you can.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say that.
It's fine. You didn't go too much into detail, but like
season 2 was horrible.
I don't know how season 3 is, and
I've played season 3. I enjoyed it. Like it wasn't anywhere near season 1, but it was a huge improvement over season 2.
Nothing can top season 1.
Nothing can top season 1. But I generally enjoyed season 3. It was way better than season 2. If you like season 1, I say give season 3 a play, because even though it does have some problems, it is enjoyable in season 2, and I generally enjoyed. The episodes are much shorter. There's better character interactions with like characters at times, and I kind of like the story a little bit.
I haven't really played
You haven't played them?
Telltale games that much. Like, I want to get into it, The Walking Dead one, because it looks really good. But at the same time, it's like,
You should play at least the first season. If you don't want to play seasons 2, 3, and 4, just play the first one. You can just play the first one.
Honestly, season 1 is such a just complete story that it's fine.
It deserved Game of the Year 2012.
Well, if it was Game of the Year in your heart, that's all that matters.
because like for me,
3 Game of the Year every year.
but for me, I'm more of a fan of the TV show than I am any of the games.
Man, I dropped the TV show.
I am a fan of the TV show to a point.
I
still watch it.
Got legitimately bad at it.
But there's at points where I'm like, this is so stupid. This is idiots. Oh boy, look who just got hit with the idiot stick.
But at the same time, I like it.
And many of the changes, like, most of the time, like, okay, you know how on YouTube Reactors people, like, react to the episodes? I cannot stand how many people just go, oh my god!
Yes.
To this one moment, I'm like, I knew that was coming because I read the comics. And I understand not everyone reads the comics. Yeah. But I expect, like, some of them to, like, have read the comics or at least know the plots, because, like, a part that happened in the latest season has already been out for like 2-3 years in the comics, so I knew it was coming. Me and my brother are actually like, yes, here it comes, and then it happens. Yes, it happened!
Honestly, like, there's such a divide that there's a lot of people that didn't even know there was a comic first. There's the majority of people
that I
could
can understand.
Walking Dead didn't even know the comics existed.
That I can understand when it first started.
Where
Nowadays,
you see most of those React videos is those people probably have never even heard of the comic.
Yeah, I expect some of them to, but the way they just... Well, then again...
Don't expect anything to people.
Then again, some of the reactors are always fake, just going over the top just for the sake of it.
But it's where I wished that I had like my webcam on when I was watching the Nintendo live stream earlier this year of like the revealing the Switch, revealing the
Ah,
date of
yeah.
Breath of the Wild, because like I was watching it with a bunch of friends and we were losing our goddamn minds.
For me, with The Walking Dead, when it added in one of my favorite characters from the comics, that's when I started getting an interest. When they added in Negan.
Yeah.
Oh
Which,
yeah,
by the way-
he saved season 7.
Which, by the
Season
way-
7 wouldn't have been very good if he was not in it.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I feel like any show that adds him into the mix, it's
Gets a
just
boost.
yeah, because we'll get into a bit of it later with when we get into stuff with DC and all that.
What did DC announce? I told
They announced all the movies, the movies they're planning after
and they
Justice League.
also were giving some hints as
We also have
what-
to speed this up because I'm on a bit of a time schedule today.
Oh, sorry. But Jeffrey D. Morgan adds a lot to whatever he does.
I
in-
still have like another hour. I'm not saying go flash
Oh, okay.
speed, but
But
we have a lot of topics to get
Yeah.
through.
Let's go.
I'll just wait for when we get into DC so we start talking about
Yeah, let's not talk about DC. Let's stick with Walking Dead. I enjoy the show to the point I hate Fear. I freaking hate Fear the Walking Dead. Every single character, with the exception of, I don't, me and my brothers call him Mafia Grandpa. I forget his actual name in the show at the moment, but the old grandpa dude. He's the only good, likable character, like, I can, like, get behind and, like, care about. Like, the problem is the characters. The characters suck. If you don't care about any of them, you start cheering for the zombies to come and chomp on them. But the thing is, there's no zombies in Fear the Walking Dead. They appear... They're... You know what? The guest characters. They used to be recurrent, the guests. And I'm like, if this is taking place during the early days, they should be, like, everywhere. Like, in the first season. And, like... The first season was okay. Second was crap. Third is crap so far. It's only half... And I'm like... Every week, they keep getting whacked with the idiot stick and get dumber and dumber and dumber, and I'm like, I hate Fear. It should be canceled, but it's already been renewed for season 4.
Let's
hate
move on.
Fear.
Let's move on. So besides Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us 2.
Finally!
Thank you.
Weren't you waiting for that, or was that someone
That
else?
was-
That was
Brian.
me. I was waiting
Brian
for
was waiting
Wolf
for
Among
that,
Us.
yeah.
One of us was waiting, like, if it's not Wolf Among Us, I'm going to be disappointed. Maybe it
Well,
was Tanner, but
No,
someone here was
I,
like,
I was like, yo,
you know what, it's
I
about
know it's Wolf
time.
Among Us, but if it's not, what the hell?
It's about
What do you
time.
think?
I've been
Yeah.
waiting for a long time. Me and my brother...
I've
Cut-
been waiting.
You know what?
this.
It's a thing with me and my brother. We play the Telltale games. He didn't watch me do Game of Thrones. That was all me, and I think I helped suffer because of it. But me and my brother play Telltale games. We generally enjoyed Wolf Among Us. Like, it was amazing. Like, I have to say, maybe the second best game since the first Walking Dead. That's debatable because Tales from the Borderlands was also pretty good, in line with the other Borderlands games, but also in Telltale. I would have to say I probably enjoyed Wolf Among Us more. Like, again, after the first Walking Dead, it's probably the best game. And I'm so glad we're finally getting a season 2.
I think I might
But
have
yeah.
to pick up this one.
Yeah, you. What?
I think I might have to pick up this one. Wolf
Yeah.
Among Us, because
Oh
It's-
yeah,
it's
dude.
pretty good.
It's really good. I enjoyed it.
When the option comes up, you should pick Glass Him. Do
Okay.
that. Besides that, you guys brought up some DC stuff.
Speaking of DC and Telltale, Batman's getting a second season.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was meh.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the season pass to come on sale before I pick it up. All the episodes should be out by then, but at least
Fuck is DC news? God damn it.
they didn't really have much. They just announced what they're doing for the next couple
So-
years. From what I can remember, it's Flash. It's no
Flash
longer
is-
called Flash. It's Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. So
Flash.
Which-
They're doing Flashpoint in Flash's first movie.
Which
fuck.
You usually
Yes.
save that to movie 2 or 3. They're doing it right
Nah,
off the bat.
we're.
You know what? I made a
ready
joke.
for Flash. We're going in.
You know what? I made a joke about it. The reason why they're doing Flashpoint for the first Flash movie is because they realize they're not as good as Marvel, so they're just going to reset everything with Flashpoint
Yeah.
and just do it as early as they
They
can.
could just do a hard reset with the Flashpoint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? This makes sense now. They're just going to reset everything with Flashpoint. That's why it's the first film.
But doing Flashpoint is I'm 100% okay with it. I
Yeah.
love I love the Flashpoint.
I like the interesting idea of the story. It just depends on what they do with the Flashpoint, whether it's good or bad.
Who's gonna be his villain? Reverse
Like
Flash.
You know what?
I love that all of his villains are also speedsters. It's so fucking stupid.
Look at the Flash. You know what? Yeah, because not all of... If you look at the Flash's road gallery, not all of them are fast. But when you look at the Flash TV show, it's Reverse Flash, Zoom, Savitar. I don't know who's going to be the villain in season 4.
Flash.
You know what? It might be
Wally West. He went bad for some reason.
You mean Impulse?
Oh man.
No, but with the Flashpoint, they're saying they're going to add Flashpoint Batman into it. Like
Also, it's
Batman's
gonna be Barry
dead.
Allen, right?
They're gonna add Flashpoint Batman. I'm sorry, don't they already have Flashpoint Batman?
No, it's talking about Thomas Wayne.
Oh, I thought you meant a Batman who kills people with guns.
No.
I thought they already had that.
No,
That's my favorite one. No, it's not.
But they're going with
Batman
Thomas,
doesn't kill.
They're gonna go with Thomas Wayne, and they're like
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yep.
That would be
That's who they want.
Okay.
To play him. And I'm like, this is I'm
behind that. I'm behind that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I'm like, but I'm just. Also
I'm not keen on Batman killing people. I don't like it if Batman kills people. But you know what? This isn't Batman. This is Thomas Wayne. It's a different Batman.
But at the same time,
he can
when I
kill.
look at
I'm
it,
fine
it's
with
like,
that.
All right, dude. As long as the Joker, as long as Batman, as long as Bruce Wayne's mom,
You know what?
who
I bet
becomes the Joker
his
better
his
than Jared Leto.
Well, you know what? If they follow the Flashpoint, it'd be Martha Wayne, who's being played by Maggie from The Walking Dead, and you know what? She would make a better Joker than Jared Leto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of want to see that now. Even female Joker is better than Jared Leto's Joker.
Even Dwight from The Office.
Dwight. Yeah, I was about to say Dwight from The Office.
It's better than Jared Leto's Joker.
Anything is better. My Pet Rock is better than Jared Leto's Joker.
That's a good rock. But yeah. What else? Because they did
Jared
say
Leto, if you listen to this, just quit.
What? Jared Leto, you're listening to this. Hey, what's going on? You doing anything with 30 Seconds to Mars?
It's like, dude, go back to that.
Go back to that.
Go back to the music.
Go back to that. Just. But also
It's also
they
the
announced
playground.
Wonder Woman 2.
I'm excited about that.
Jeff Johns and Patty Jenkins are back on board.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Good
I'm
deal.
interested to see where they go with it, like if it's after Justice League,
I
or
believe
if it's still before. Like
I think it's before. They're saying in like the 80s or something.
that would be interesting. Like I can see it going either way, after Justice League or before. I'm preferably
You can do
more
anything
with
with that,
before
actually.
because there's this whole area that the DCEU just doesn't have. Like they're doing everything now. Like with Marvel and Cap was in the past, and then he jumps forward because he was frozen. Wonder Woman was not. She was alive during the whole time.
The whole time. You have
She could have had many adventures.
1918.
She could have fought Cheetah or
whenever.
Circe between those times. Circe or Cheetah between those times.
And they also dropped the last. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be the last trailer for Justice League.
Yeah.
Which, the more and more I see about it, the more and more I want them to ride the success
Wonder
of
Woman.
Wonder Woman, and be like, hey,
Zack
guess
Snyder's
what?
got his fingertips
We're
on it. Joss
having-
Whedon is doing a hasty rescue. I don't think it's going to be that good, but it might be a little enjoyable now. It looks interesting. Like, I'm a little excited for it now than I have been ever since it was announced.
And also, J.K. Simmons.
Before I say anything, Lawrence Fishburne has been cast in Ant-Man vs. the Wasp. Since Lawrence Fishburne is in the DCEU and the MCU now, there is no excuse why J.K. Simmons cannot return as J. Jonah Jameson. There is no excuse.
But J.K. Simmons, when you look at him as Commissioner Gordon, I'm like,
still
it
looks
looks like he's gonna ask Batman for pictures of Spider-Man.
Give me picture of Spider-Man.
It bothered me so much, but at the same time, it's like, alright. I'll wait to see the movie and see how he is in it, but at the same time, it's like just from the trailer, it's like, no, you still look like J. Jonah Jameson, except older.
I'm sorry, is there a YouTube video where they've put J. Jonah Jameson's things over Tenzin from Korra?
Yes.
Probably.
Probably, I gotta look that up.
And then there's every...
I mean, it's kind of hard to top Gary Oldman as
Gordon.
because he just
Gary
looks
Oldman
so
is
much
my
like
preferred.
him.
He looks so much like him, and he was the believable Gordon.
Yeah.
like
They covered like many aspects in his life: lieutenant, commissioner, and then before retiring.
like the DCU really after Christopher Nolan left, he took away so many really good characters. Like, for instance, Michael Caine as Alfred. Like,
yeah, not really Dark Knight Rises Alfred.
no. But like
Dark Knight and
Alfred.
Batman Begins Alfred's. Can we get a live action Alfred with the mustache?
Yes.
Please, no live action actor except for the 60s one.
Listen, none of
has-
the old
gave
men
him-
want the mustache.
And then you have, and then
Not unless you get like Donald Sutherland. Whoa, that might be a good cast as Alfred.
Ah, that's interesting.
I like the current cast as Alfred.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons is okay. He's not
Jeremy
my
Irons
he's not
is
my
alright.
preferred Alfred, like what I'd imagine Alfred being. This one's more aligned with like the new 52 one.
Yeah.
He did okay. Like, I don't hate this Alfred. I'm just saying he's not. Usually isn't my preferred Alfred choice. Like
Yeah,
when
now-
I go to a Batman film to see Alfred, this isn't what I
But like
would
now,
want.
now the thought
It's
of
okay.
Donald Sutherland.
That's interesting.
As Alfred.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
interesting.
Maybe.
And what else? The trailer. Can we all just agree? We know exactly who Alfred was talking to at the end.
Yeah.
We all-
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Supergirl.
There was
Batgirl.
this. Yeah, Batgirl.
While Batgirl has been cast, Jenna Malone played her in the extended cut of, she played Barbara Gordon in the extended cut of Batman vs. Superman, so they already have Batgirl in the universe. Watch, they'll recast her for Joss Whedon's Batgirl.
It's like, what
I
happened
just-
to that Batgirl? That
Joss,
Batgirl was gone.
They got
please
Norton.
don't put her in a love triangle like you like to do. Don't do
They've been
that.
shipping Batgirl
Stop
and Batman
that.
too much.
That-
They've done it with...
Like, we saw the Killing Joke in
Yeah,
theaters.
we
and that
saw
was
it, and I'm like-
awkward.
Yeah, did you see me recoil in the scene when it happened? I'm like, what the heck? What the heck?
The
Ew,
killing joke
ew,
wasn't,
ew,
the killing
ew.
joke wasn't the killing joke until halfway through the movie.
Exactly.
When it
The first half
actually,
of
when
the
it
movie
actually
was
got to the
It was
killing joke,
establishing Barbara and making us feel for her when she got shot.
it didn't do that at all, but
It's like-
okay.
But
Once it got to the killing joke, once the killing joke actually got on killing joke, we actually got the killing joke.
But it bothered me a lot when it was like, what? Why is she looking at Batman like that?
I can
Why is she
understand-
kissing Batman?
I can
Barbara?
understand maybe her being...
Young lady!
Barbara, why are you taking your top off? Barbara, no!
No, no,
Barbara,
no!
baby! No child!
And then
No child.
Lego Batman ships Barbara and Batman. Granted, both characters in the Lego version
In a
are clearly
platonic
different
way.
ways.
I like
They
how they
still
joke
ship-
about it. It's like, I like you in a platonic way as
No.
coworkers.
You know what I want to know, though? Is the DC...
Technically, in the
Universe.
DCAU too, there's
Yeah.
hints that Barbara dated Bruce.
But
I'm like,
I wonder which
oh yeah,
direction
that
they're
did
going to do.
happen.
Because there's so many romances in the DCU with Batman in it. It's like, alright, so what's...
That man's a fucking player.
Because, like, he
Actually, if you look at his love interest over
Like-
the years, he's got quite a few.
Wonder Woman...
Superman
Catwoman.
usually just has like Lois Lane. Batman's got like Vicky Vale, Catwoman, Talia.
Well, Superman has...
I know he's had others,
And
but
Talia.
Lois Lane is
Wonder Woman.
always used.
And Talia got
Batman's
some.
had Wonder Woman at a point.
Yeah, Talia Gotham. Talia had a kid with Batman.
Yeah, Talia had a kid.
You think they would ever establish Damian Wayne?
Not this
No,
early on.
Not this early on. Yet.
Actually, because it's an older Batman, maybe.
Like,
But
you
it would
could-
come
you
out of
could al-
nowhere.
Like,
It would come
like,
out of
we already
nowhere.
know a Robin was killed, so that's probably Jason
I'm-
Todd.
Yeah, because they have a Nightwing movie setting
And
up,
Nightwing-
and it wouldn't make
yeah.
sense if...
It wouldn't make sense to have Robin in like the next Batman movie. It'd be
Grayson was dead.
Dick Grayson.
I wonder if Nightwing movie will set up a live action Teen Titans movie because I don't want.
We're
that
getting
as
a
a
live-action Teen Titans TV show.
Oh,
not a movie.
Not a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be-
We're also getting a DCEU TV show called Krypton. Like, years before Superman is even born.
that's not necessary.
Well,
Is
they're
that
doing it
about
anyways.
Just like that Powerless show.
They're doing it anyways. Oh, don't remind me of Powerless.
Let's.
I thought it would. I gave it a shot because they had a scene of Starro climbing a building. I'm like, okay, if they got Starro, I'll give this a shot. First episode, crap, it's gonna be stupid.
Let's. How about we move on?
Yeah, let's move.
You can You can go.
But
into
they've got
DCU for hours
yeah,
of
the
crap.
DCEU. They got like Justice League Dark, Green Lantern Corps, Flashpoint, Wonder Woman 2, Suicide Squad 2, Gotham City Sirens, Joker vs.
Batman.
Harley Quinn. I'm dead serious. Joker vs. Harley Quinn is a movie in the works.
Don't. God. Why?
Because they can.
At least Harley's standing up for herself. You go, girl.
Granted, it's currently the last movie slated to be released, but they still have plans on making it.
Yeah. Anything can happen within the many years of superhero movies.
I remember Megan Fox was cast as Poison Ivy at one point for Gotham Sirens. I don't think that's the case anymore, but I remember when it was like official at one point. Or maybe it's just rumors, but Megan Fox as Poison Ivy, I'm like, no, thank you.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's get away from the dark thought.
Well, in music news,
I'm
something
out.
we have
I'm
never
done.
talked about, actually. And this is only one thing.
All right,
and
I'll
it's
stay.
a pretty sad topic. Chester Bennington of
Oh.
Linkin Park committing suicide. That was happened at work. While we were working, we were just like, what?
Like, it feels so bad to say, but whenever you see an artist or like a famous person die, I need to wait for at least 4 or 5 news sources to tell me.
As soon as I start seeing like big news outlets, like
As soon as the leader posts report, I'm like,
it's
God
like,
damn it, he's dead. Why is he dead?
and like he died.
He killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he died on Chris Cornell's birthday, what would be his 53rd birthday, and like just
Well, they'll
everything
never
that's
seen the
happened
credits of another
with Chris
Transformer
Cornell,
song.
and he hung himself in a very similar fashion as Chris Cornell, and it's like, what? No, please.
And the music was okay.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of them. I mostly know them from Transformers, but
I
know a couple other songs they did, but
I now feel bad for trashing the latest album a little bit.
it's because of you that led him to. No, I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
No, don't.
That's early, please.
Hey, Ryan,
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this yet.
What?
Apparently Spawn's not going to be the main character in the Spawn movie.
Are you guys serious?
Like, I'm reading this, there's an actual interview with Todd McFarlane and
Yeah,
saying
show him. He needs to see this for
Spawn
proof.
is not going to be the main
Actually, you know,
character.
just stop. Don't break him. He needs this. Let him have this. Let him have this.
Yeah, they're also saying he might be a silent.
I wouldn't mind that.
No, but they're saying he will not be the main character.
It's that I'm. What?
I don't know how they're going to do it.
They'll tell the story through someone else's eyes. He'll be in it, but he won't be the main
Second person?
characters. It'll be like 2014's Team NT. They'll be in the movie, but they're not the main characters.
Give us
April
a
is.
dirty Harry type thing where we're seeing it through Spawn's eyes. That was that.
Or-
No, that wasn't Dirty Harry. What movie was that? Where you were the action hero. Can't remember.
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry.
Give us.
Yeah,
that.
Dirty Henry. Henry's the fucking.
Clint Eastwood.
Dirty Harry.
Sorry, I was wrong one, but it's like
City.
Hardcore Henry. Give us a Hardcore Henry Spawn movie. Let's see everything through the eyes of Spawn.
Why not just make it a VR project then?
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, getting back into somewhat brighter news. Pokemon Go Fest was a bit of
Oh, I thought you were going to
disaster.
talk about Bright. Anyways.
Yeah. No.
That's-
So most of this wasn't even Niantic's fault. I'm just gonna preface this. Most of
No,
this
you
was
can't
not,
preface.
But like the big problem was like with most people in Chicago at the time. Also, hello. Gonna pause. Unpause. So yeah. So the big problem in Chicago for the big Pokemon Go Fest was a lot of the internet carriers like AT&T and Verizon were just not working.
Oh God.
So it's like Niantic was constantly apologizing. It was like, we're sorry. We're trying to do our best to fix this problem, and like as like sorry gift, they gave people like $100 worth of Pokecoins, so they could like buy a bunch of like Pokeballs and stuff, and they also gave Lugia out. That was like the first thing unlocked, and the people there in Chicago unlocked both Lugia and Articuno. So if you're out raiding, you can get those two right now.
I just got back into Pokemon Go, and now they released this, and it's like, ooh.
Now we got legendaries.
This is the thing I've been wanting since the start. I'm like, I just don't want the basic Pokemon.
And it's been a year later.
Give me. I'm surprised they only released 2 of them though.
Well, it's for the event. Like the more Pokemon you catch, the higher the total goes up, and the more you unlock. So if you keep catching Pokemon, eventually you will unlock the whole region.
Yeah.
Will unlock like Zapdos and then Moltres or however they go. And then, yeah.
Only specific locations. You can only get Arcticron in Canada. You can only get, like, Moltres in States. Zapdos is, like, Mexico, just like the hemisphere stuff. Just, like, you have to actually travel to get all 3.
Yeah. So, man, that's a little rough. But, they have region-locked Pokemon already, so...
Which sucks, but doesn't suck. You have to, it makes sense.
It gives you incentive to travel the world.
But I don't want to travel.
I don't have
I want to
money
sit at my home, or at least be on my motorized scooter.
I want to be able to just drive around Regina very illegally playing Pokemon Go. I mean, not illegally at all playing Pokemon
You need a friend for that.
Not
Someone
at
to
all.
drive, one to play.
Like, I'm pretty good at doing the double when it comes to, like, having 2 phones and being like, oh crap, Pokestops! But when it comes to catching Pokemon, it's like, I can't do this with one hand each.
Yeah, no, it's impossible. No one can do it. No one in the world can
I'm
do
not this good. Well, probably some Asian can. No offense to Asians. You guys are too good at these things.
Yeah. Stop being good at those things.
That's weird.
Yeah. So yeah, Pokemon Go Fest. Initial seemed to be a disaster, but I think it's recovered. And
They'll know for next time.
yeah, they'll hopefully AT&T and Verizon don't screw people over. Oh wait.
Too late!
Too late.
You just had to
It's
go.
almost like the United States should not have let 3 mega corporations take over the entirety of its internet. Looking at you, Comcast and Time Warner, Verizon,
Good
AT&T.
job, guys.
It's actually like 4.
Congratulations.
We say as we have to deal, we put up with Rogers, Bell, and Telus.
SaskTel, motherfucker.
Yeah, but they're like a part of the thing. So,
They might get sold off soon, so it's
yeah. I can't wait for the day like Verizon is just like, we just want all of Canada now, and then we get great internet.
They're gonna start with SaskTel.
Yeah, probably.
Take over SaskTel.
And then we get great internet
What if you guys
and
just-
pay out the ass for it.
Yay! I already go pay out the ass for my phone bill.
Local troubles.
Hey.
You see the latest Dragon Ball trailer?
Yes.
See how Krillin has sensu beans?
Yes.
He can heal his team?
Yes.
That's pretty neat. I like that mechanic.
You're
Also Piccolo has stretchy arms.
You really wanted me trying to convince me to pick up this game.
Well, because I want people to play with.
But you don't
Get
have
Resident
PS4.
Evil 5 and 6 and I'll
I
play
do have
with
a
you.
PS4.
You do? I thought you had an Xbox.
No.
Yeah.
You had an Xbox.
I'm still rating on 5 and
Yeah.
6.
Well, then maybe I have to pick it up.
I mean, I can play on my own, but it's fun, especially those games. It's kind of needed for 6, though.
Because I might pick up Injustice soon, so that might take up a little bit of my time.
I'm gonna wait till there's like Game of the Year edition for
They already did Ultimate
Just-
Edition.
No, he's waiting for all the DLC.
for all the
characters
DLC to come out and it's
Oh.
all available in one.
That'll be December.
Yeah,
when
that's
it's
what I'm.
$100.
Yeah, but I don't have to pay for all the DLC separately.
You have to
That's
sell
one
your
thing.
soul just to get all of the characters.
Also, I'll have money by then.
No,
Hopefully.
you won't.
Yeah, I probably won't.
Let's get real here.
Hope we get this fucking Costco job. You won't. And I'm going to get laid off.
Oh, we probably will.
Yeah.
Is that all the topics?
You guys have got anything?
Nope.
No?
Short story.
Look at my saved.
Short.
We're very professional right now.
Yeah, very professional.
Oh! I forgot I saved this.
Oh, one last news before we go?
Yeah, Simpsons creator teams with Netflix for a series about
yes, I
a
heard
hard-drinking princess. It's called The Disenchantment.
Interesting. I'll wait for a trailer, though.
Yeah, but if Matt Groening is going to be doing it, then I actually have pretty good hopes for this.
Yeah, interesting, but I'm still gonna wait for a trailer.
So Disenchantment is a show about life, death, and love and sex, and how you keep laughing in the world full of suffering and idiots, despite
So it's
what
gonna be
elders and wizards
realistic.
and nerd jerks tell you.
So it's going to be a realistic princess story.
Yeah, kinda. The princess name is Bean.
Princess Bean.
Bean.
Sounds like a video game character.
Kinda. It also really fits with this whole, like, yeah, just how, like, The Simpsons is and how Futurama was.
I miss Futurama.
I also... Okay, question for you guys. Would you rather have the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons or all 10 seasons of Futurama?
I haven't really watched Futurama and Simpsons occasionally, so I have no input.
See, it's kind of hard because
But I think all Futurama's on Netflix, so
Nope.
It's off Netflix now.
whatever.
they slowly deteriorated all of it, which was so upsetting. So it's like my go-to, like, I just need a show before I go to bed.
Yeah, put on Futurama. Yeah, what's your answer?
That's difficult because there's a few of the seasons in the first 10 seasons that I really enjoy. Like when Who Shot Mr. Burns? Which is the stupidest ending I've ever seen to Who Shot Mr. Burns? The baby. But, I was...
I'm sure everyone's seen it by now. Even I know.
How old is it?
I know. Even I knew that one. But you never know. Someone could just be tuning into this and don't know, and now when they see the episode, it's forever ruined because they know Maggie did it.
That was season 2, 1995.
I wasn't even born yet.
None of us were. Blum actually, no, he wasn't.
I wasn't even... Yeah,
Tanner was.
I still wasn't planned in 1995.
I think I was planned. Don't know.
Okay, let's skip to the next.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But
I would
like,
probably go for Futurama.
I'd also go with Futurama.
Just because of Bender.
I think I just like Futurama more than I like The Simpsons. Just overall, I've always liked Futurama more.
It did a lot better.
Yeah.
Like The Simpsons was like... like The Simpsons was... it was a good show about... It was a good show that set up future animated shows about a drunk and who's a terrible father.
He tries. Homer tries.
Peter doesn't.
No. Let's not go into Seth MacFarlane's plethora of bad shows.
But then there was Futurama. It's like, I relate to these people.
I understand them a
I
lot more than almost anyone on The Simpsons.
I relate to Philip and Bender.
Because like The Simpsons is full of characters.
Yeah.
Well, Futurama, in its futuristic world with aliens and robots and stuff, those characters felt more human to me.
Just because, like, I have two modes. I have a Bender mode and I have a Philip mode.
But yeah, let's let's end it here. That's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it. It's a wrap.
about it.
Cut.
About it. Yeah. If you got a question for the Super Fun Podcast, send it to superfunpodcast.tumblr.com. What is it?
I don't know.
What is it?
Is it something about Tumblr? Oh, it's...
superfunpodcast.tumblr.com.
That's right.
That's right.
Shouldn't have asked me mid-yawn.
Someday we'll get a question. Then we'll have an actual question. Do question time.
One
Letter
of them should just
time.
post a question. Just
Letter
to
time.
this is to give Ryan a hope for this. Like, someone posted a
Someone
question.
Actually, I think it's supposed to be Josh, but he forgot.
Someone likes us.
Reassurance. All right, let's get it.